Hey Pisces, welcome back to your February monthly reading. This is Alchemist Tarot, serving tarot straight up. So wanted to pull some cards for the overall energy, actions, advice, possible obstacles. What's going on with money, love, career, and your communication zone, and then a card for each week, right? So I've already laid out the cards and cleansed because it takes less time to do that on camera. So first card that we got out for Oracle is the Fates. Now, I'm going to say, Pisces, that February is a month to really, really follow your intuition. By the way, happy birthday, Pisces, because you guys will come right after Aquarius in Feb. So happy birthday for you guys, are Feb babies. This is about trusting and believing that you're at the right place at the right time under the right circumstances. And I know for a lot of people that, are going through a tough time, get frustrated when they hear that, but ultimately there's usually a lesson that you need to learn and a blessing that you need to identify and see. So let's go into and some of this as well is that this is maybe fated encounters or experiences that you need to go through to actually grow as an individual. So overall for the month of Feb, you got strength. This is the time to be open, Pisces, and open yourself up to new experiences. Challenge yourself and actually not be scared to get uncomfortable, right? So I always say comfort kills growth. So get comfortable getting uncomfortable. Really put yourself out there and see and try new things. And it could be something really simple, okay? But this is also about, taming the ego as well a little bit this month. This is about being more open and taming the ego so you can experience things in a new way or see things in a new way. So actions advice this month. I never like getting this card, but Seven of Swords came out. So actions advice, this is number one. I would take a real hard look, and Pisces, you guys are so intuitive and empathic that you need to feel your way through some situations this month. If you think someone is acting shady or there's some just odd behavior that's going around, then I would start to kind of put your little antennas up because there's probably something that's going on. Or if you feel like someone's talking about you or maybe not, putting you in the best of light, then you're probably spot on. But this is also about don't sabotage yourself as well. Pisces, if you're the one that's having, if you're taking more of a passive aggressive approach just in general with relationships or having a hard time communicate, this is not the time to go talk about people behind their back. This is just to be direct and straightforward. Or, if you just feel like you can't say anything nice or be professional or whatever the case is, maybe just remove yourself from the situation. But if you feel like there's some odd behavior going around you, you're probably spot on. So, possible obstacles. Okay, Hangman. Now, this is the Hangman in reverse. Certainly can mean that the energy this month in certain areas of your life might be there might be some stagnancy, that things aren't moving one way or the other. But what this is, if you're experiencing that, and by the way, we are going to be going through a retrograde during February. So meaning that it starts in January 30th, but Mercury will go in retrograde until the 19th. And then again, it has to go through its shadow phase. So one thing I'm going to say is that there might be delays and obstacles and frustrations, yes, with this energy in general for Feb, but it's really asking you to relook and see things from a different lens. And because things might not be moving very quickly for you, you really do need to take the time and revisit and look and redefine and see things, in a new way, because ultimately you're being asked to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And, sometimes we need to see things differently to do that. Okay? What's going on with, and I'm sorry if you guys can hear that background noise, my cat is playing with a toy, and every time I try to get him, he doesn't let me. In our money zone, Queen of Pentacles, I really see you this month being really conservative with your money, being kind of fiscally responsible. You're not really overspending. You're seeing where you need to maybe pay off some more debt, and you're definitely looking at how maybe you can invest, but you're being really cautious in how you spend this month. Not a bad thing. If you have a nice little nest egg that you've saved, it's like, how hard it is to do that. So you don't want to overspend and just blow it on something silly. By the way, making big purchases during a Mercury retrograde is never usually advised. Of course, life goes on, and if you have to, you have to. But I see you kind of being a little bit more cautious in how you spend this month. For love, well, for some of you, if you guys are in a cup, and this is 4 cups, if you're in a relationship, I see that one person or both of you is emotionally withdrawing from the relationship. So this can mean that there's some boredom. Maybe that this has just both people have gotten a little too comfortable in the relationship. There's no zest or, spark. It's kind of died down. That maybe that's something you need to revisit. But someone can be emotionally withdrawing. So, there could be some communication that you just need to address. Maybe that's where that, 7 of Swords is that something doesn't feel right. But if you guys are single, love may not be, top priority, meaning that you're not taking love very seriously or relationship seriously this month. First, and again, it's Valentine's Day this month, and for some of you, it's just like, what, I single, I'm fine. Maybe you're just dating to date, but it's out of boredom. It's really not because you're seriously trying to get into a relationship. So, I'm never going to tell somebody not to do that. I'm just going to say, if you're going to date just to date, and have fun or to kill time, just be honest so you don't waste other people's time. Career zone, you guys, Pisces, you got 9 of Swords in reverse. So for some of you in the career area, I think a lot of you are lacking motivation, or you're not feeling challenged in your role anymore, and you're starting to get bored and you're just looking for other things to do. So Pisces, if you're experiencing this, maybe there are other responsibilities you can take on, or maybe you just identified that the job that you're at or the role that you're in is just not as fulfilling that you thought it was in the long term, that you might need to make a switch. So take a look at that, and obviously, do your research before you make a decision. Communication zone, you guys got 7 of Cups. Okay, so Pisces, I feel like in the communication area, you might have to really be cautious on so Spirit keeps saying it's not what you say, it's how you say it type of a thing. Maybe for some of you, let's say if you're a manager or a leader, you have a lot of personalities that you have to deal with, or just at work you have to deal with a lot of personalities, or even your family and friends, they range, right? I would say that everybody's different, so everyone has a different communication style. So just because you communicate effectively one way doesn't mean people respond to that. So this might be a month that you have to be a little bit more diligent and aware of how you're communicating, especially if it's a group of people. Okay, Pisces, first week out of the month, you got High Priestess. Very much, High Priestess is connected to that moon energy, which Pisces, you definitely rule that moon card. And this is about following your intuition. This is also about channeling your divine feminine too, very much so. But what I'm going to tell you is I feel like this month, very much so this month for you, Pisces, I think a lot of things, and Aquarius got this card too, is that there might be things that come to the surface, come to light, that that there's been something going on, or there's details that have been missing, or just you couldn't put your finger on it. But this month, maybe there's some things that are actually coming more to light. Timing is everything with the High Priestess. She keeps secrets for a reason. There's just sometimes that you don't need to know everything just yet, because it's not ready for you to know yet. So keep that in mind that first week, that you might really need to go based on intuition. If this is a month that you need to go with your gut. Second week, 9 of Cups, fabulous card. There might be some news, something that comes back around that really gets you excited and happy. This is the wish card. So again, Mercury retrograde, there can be things that you've been working on, Pisces, that you haven't heard anything and you kept plugging away, putting a lot of energy towards something. And then finally, maybe in the second week, you'll hear back, or maybe it's a yes, or, if you've been waiting on a loan to go through, the bank finally comes in and says you're approved. Whatever the case is, something might be coming back that you've been waiting on, hoping to pull through that second week. Third week, Pisces, you got Queen of Cups, water energy, definitely your vibes here. I'm going to tell you, the third week is to be gentle with yourself. This is a time to realize that, you're not perfect, but you are where you're supposed to be, and truly, that's good enough. And this is about recognizing that you've come a really long way, that you are an emotional energy, and that is perfectly amazing. And it's good to celebrate that. This is also about, putting yourself out there a little bit and showing, and maybe you have to connect with others this third week and show a little bit of that vulnerability and shows that sensitive side so people, relate to you more. Fourth week, you got the Chariot card. All I can tell you is that this is going to be a reflection month for you, this February month for you, Pisces. A lot of reflection. And in this fourth week, I think the more information that you have and the learning and the opportunities and experiences that you go through and relearn this month, you're going to be on the fast track on this fourth week. It's almost like you're fueling up, you're taking a lot of things in, and then in this fourth week, you have everything you need to just like gung-ho and go forward. So this fourth week is really exciting, a lot of fast movement, and I feel like even just emotionally and mentally, and you're ready to go, and you know where you're going, which is the most important thing. So Pisces, wonderful stuff. Please subscribe so you'll be first to know about more videos that come out. Also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I do a lot of readings there. If you're interested in learning about our membership only, which is exclusive content, all that information is in the description box, especially our merchandise, which is very exciting. I love all of our stuff. So have a wonderful month, Pisces, and I'll see you next one. I'll see next month, not next one, next video, but next month. Thank you guys.